Hello, Facebook. Welcome to Put What Where, Why and How. My name is Mike Raish, your creative organizing consultant, and today's episode is about why it's important to be weird. And it frankly comes down to the fact that creativity is reliant on the fact that things need to be novel. And in order for things to be novel, they need to be different than what's expected. And usually normal is what everyone expects. So we want to insert novelty or weirdness into the normalcy of things in order for creativity to emerge. And that's the core of it. So it's important to be weird, and we are taught not to be weird often in group settings. We try to be like the people that we're in the circle with. We try to adhere to rules or conditions or whatever. And I do want to stress that it's important, as most of my videos are about, balance. There are levels of weirdness that you should be aware of in terms of how effective it might be, because quite frankly, if you're too weird, it'll be so novel and so out of place that people won't even really register what's going on. It's so far removed that it actually gets ignored. So there is a level of which novelty becomes too much and weirdness becomes too much. Now you can just go be weird and have fun and it's whatever. But in terms of like productivity and creativity, and creating change, being beyond the normalcy too much can be a problem. However, being level with the normal playing field doesn't get you anywhere either. So you have to find that ground where you're stepping away from what's normal, being a little weird, and that can cause creativity without going so far that you've jumped off a ledge and your creativity is not recognized or doesn't serve any kind of purpose or what have you. There's kind of a lot of people that, like famous artists such as like Van Gogh, who didn't get recognized until after his death. Now, I don't know all the research of whether or not that's because of the content of his paintings were just not of its time or if it just didn't have the right exposure. I'm not totally sure. But things like that in history have happened a number of times. Bill could probably help me out with that. So, gotta get away from the normal. You also, like, weird is a weird word because it could mean almost anything. In terms of, I mean, you can be like, oh, that person's weird, and they're actually like creepy and stalkery. Don't be that kind of weird. That's not a good weird to be, making people uncomfortable. However, in order for creativity to exist, there's usually a level of uncomfort because it's removed from what's comfortable and normal. So the lesson here today is stepping away from normal and getting a little uncomfortable and getting a little weird will help you be more creative. And the opposite of not taking any risks, staying put, adhering to normalcy and just blending in, is a way to ride the wave, but don't expect a whole lot of creativity. And that is all I'm gonna say for today. Go be weird. Oh, and I wanted to quote the video I posted earlier because I think it was helpful to think about someone that you admire, someone that you look up to, and it's probably somebody that has some weirdness to them. If they're not weird, then you probably didn't even really notice them. The people you look up to have something weird about them that inspires you. So go be weird. Hi Jill, I love you. You're one of the weirdest people. I absolutely love all of your Halloween costumes. This year's was top notch. My friend Jill, who's watching right now, built a butterfly well, she was a caterpillar, and then she metamorphosized into a butterfly, which is like the symbol of metaphorical death, which is amazing and beautiful. But like the craftsmanship of your costume was so good. The fact that it actually like functioned and like became wings, so good and so weird. Totally weird in the best way possible. Yes. Gotta be weird. I'm so glad to be on the weird team with Jill. Jill, I love you. All right. I'm going to sign out. Go be weird. Peace.